Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this video. Apparently, Miranda Sings, Colleen Ballinger, she's been in some drama this past week. People have been talking about how weird she is, and she's a predator, and this, and that. I don't know what she did exactly. I haven't looked into it, but we're going to see what her problematic moments are. And then apparently she just recently gave a bad apology, people are saying. So we're going to look at that as well. So, yeah, let's start with her problematic moments and why people are upset with her and calling her a weirdo. Let's watch.
So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around and protects itself and bites me in the face. And I got stitches, I went to the hospital, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I left the dog. Fuck you.
So then they're about to close the doors to the airplane, and who walks on? An extremely obese. So then they're about to close the doors to the airplane, and who walks on? An extremely obese Asian woman with facial hair. Please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me. And I turn around, and there are no open seats on the plane. So of course she comes and sits right next to me and on me, and her like fat rolls are like rolling over onto me.
Move, bitch!
Ballinger activism through the years.
That's happened to me before as well, and that is not a pleasant experience. I mean, she, whatever. I guess I want to cancel her for that, but that is not a good experience, especially if you got a long flight. Child.
Red. Her work with the homeless.
It's pure evil.
Let me just leave this alone.
I love them. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
Okay, my name is Becky. I'm the girl in this video, and this video has over 1 million views, and that is a lot of people to be seeing this story without hearing it from me. Now, as soon as I stood up from the audience, I saw Colleen's eyes widen because she realized I was not wearing pants. But for some reason, that didn't stop her from continuing. In fact, no adult at any point stepped in. Point in the yoga challenge where I am laying down and Colleen is spreading my legs basically as far as she can. She spreads them so far that you can see the spandex I was wearing under my romper, which thank God I was wearing. Now, the original video posted by Xandar, I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, is only a screenshot, but there is a whole video of this. But that screenshot is the most important because that is the moment I will never forget, where I was laying under Colleen and she was smirking down at me while thousands of people were laughing, and I was terrified that my body wasn't covered up enough by the spandex.
No, I was gonna you, but if you're into the covers, that is way too much work.
So during porn areas,
That's a very strange
porn
joke.
and I don't do the trim, okay? So those are the ways to live in porn. Do you guys understand porn clothing? Yeah.
I wrote in the group chat and was like, and by the way, look at this, Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? Are you a virgin? And then she goes on.
This is Colleen in a group chat with children. They're called the Weenies.
She goes, Adam, do you need questions for your Q&A? When my friends would be like, you know, what's your opinion on Mariah's new song or something? So she goes, are you a virgin?
In the Cole Ballinger fandom, you know about this group chat. She's also asking.
And she asked me what my favorite sex position is.
I know you lying.
Now, if that doesn't validate any of the stories that she would be talking openly about her sex with her ex-husband to me, then I don't know what will. Literally in a group chat of a lot of people, she was asking me questions about my sex life at 15. And by the way, these messages were not even leaked by me. Someone in that group chat started leaking all of this stuff.
I never gave a damn about her.
Oh my God, here he comes.
Yeah, no, honestly, I know we were really we're all about joking around and having fun, but that person's sick, and I'd never been a fan, so I was very shocked to see all that.
And I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people are afraid.
Skeletor, I feel like he come out the woodwork every time something happens with somebody so he could shit on them for clout. That's what he does. And this is not even your line of work. Isn't your line of work makeup? Why? I mean, sure, you can give your opinions about whatever you like, but I just feel like he does this often. Like, whenever someone is being canceled, he jumps on the bandwagon and, like, shits on them as much as he possibly can. It's like he's trying to get clout from it. He's trying to gain cool points and trying to prove to people, like, look, I'm politically correct now because I'm going against what they're doing, and what they're doing is bad. That's just the vibe I get, and I'm over it.
Why? Yeah, so that's my official quote to Rich Lux.
There you go. You heard it here. The primero impacto exclusivo en vivo.
Period, pendeja.
It's so scary. Hi, everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say. So, hey, didn't say I couldn't sing. Hey, didn't say I couldn't sing. Maybe there should be some boundaries there.
Yes, because you asked one of them what their favorite sex position was.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare.
Like when you asked Adam if he was a virgin.
Oh, that was a part of her apology, because this next video I'm about to watch is saying that this is the worst apology ever. So she's singing her apology?
Oh my god, you guys. Colleen Ballinger has come out to address the situation, and in an unbelievable turn of events, this is probably one of the worst, I'm not even going to say an apology video because that's really not what it is, I think I've ever seen. And I'm not even saying that to jump on a Colleen Ballinger hate train here. It's just, the video is so unserious that I fear people will be even more upset at her because of this video. So basically, after the last few weeks of the internet exposing a lot from Colleen Ballinger's past, she has finally come out to address the situation. Colleen has been silent online until now, and the only time she's spoken these last few weeks publicly has been at her live shows, where she had recently touched on the topic of knowing people don't really like her right now. She said that while her husband was on stage, they were about to do a little bit during her show. She was dressed as Miranda, she was interviewing him like, are you married? Obviously he's married to her, Colleen, and he gives her a compliment, and then she makes a joke about herself.
Eric here, will you be my partner for this challenge?
Sure.
Are you married?
Yeah. Best thing on the planet.
Not what I heard.
But besides that, she really hasn't addressed the situation. But today she posted to her vlog channel a video titled Hi, and decided to sing about the situation that's been going on. And yes, I said sing. This is something I truly don't even really have the words for, to be honest. I just haven't ever really seen a video like this before, I'll say that. She says she only wanted to discuss the facts in this video, and so then she started to plug away and saying that she decided to take a break because people have been saying things about her that are not great and not true. She basically is saying the internet is toxic and her downfall has been pure entertainment for people. She goes on to say that she wants to talk about some things, even though her team told her not to talk about it. And so she said that they never said she couldn't sing about it. So that's what she's doing, and that's why she's singing. And as the video is starting, I'm starting to realize maybe she should have listened to her team, because this has already not gotten the best reaction from the internet, and it's been out for, when I'm recording this, less than an hour. She's discussing the group chats with fans in this song that she's singing, and said that she wasn't trying to message them in a creepy way, but a loser way.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans, not in a creepy way, like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way, but I was just trying to be besties with everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, you know, and there's a weird aunt there that keeps coming up to you and being like, hey girl, what's the tea? That was me, in group chats with my fans. It was weird. I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
She said that she changed her behavior and she took accountability and hasn't done that for years, and I think in this part, she is referencing her apology back in 2020 when everything was coming out with Adam and her. And I think that she's trying to say that after that, she didn't message fans like that anymore. But because she's singing it, like, it's not very clear what she's really trying to say. And throughout the song she's singing, she certainly seems very upset that all this has come out about her and the discussion has gotten so big. She just, to me, seems upset her apology in 2020 wasn't enough for people and thinks that the internet is toxic.
I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability. But that's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train. Hop on board but close your eyes, otherwise you'll realize that the train is made of lies and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun.
She is certainly upset, that's for sure. Throughout the song, you can just tell. Like, there's little things that she says that you know she's mad that this is even happening.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care?
She goes on to say that this isn't about accountability at all, but to ruin the lives of someone you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. And for some reason, I just feel like she is singing this to one particular person. And she says that she could already hear the comments on the video calling her a gaslighter. And I mean, if you feel like people are going to call you a gaslighter, maybe we should be approaching the video a little differently. Just me. And she then sings about how she's sure people are, disappointed in her silly little song and that she's sure people want her to say that she was 100% wrong. And she said sorry, that she's not going to take that route.
You wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up.
It's for certain that she's certainly not putting out an apology video where people are like, she's lying. She's like, no, she's telling the truth in this video about how she feels, and that is for certain. She then discusses Miranda Sings and says the character is PG-13, and it even says it on her website, which is true. I will say that on her website it does say that Miranda shows are PG-13, but it also does say that it's for all ages. It says the show is open to all ages and is rated PG-13 due to some adult references and expletives that appear briefly on a screen. She goes on to say that it's why her videos are not on the YouTube Kids app and that she always has let it be on parents if they were comfortable with their kids watching the content. In regards to fans feeling betrayed, she says that she is sad about it and it was not her intention to manipulate anyone. She says it's not very fun for people to call her the most vile, disgusting words a person could be called, and everyone seems to just believe that she is the type of person who manipulates and abuses children, and the only thing that she's ever groomed is her 2 cats.
The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser who didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans, and I'm not a predator, even though a lot of people think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
The fart joke part is in regards to Becky, who spoke out about being a part of the yoga challenge at the Miranda show. At least I believe that's what the reference is, because during that challenge, she took Becky's legs and spread them, and then a fart noise was played. And Becky came out to say that she was made to feel really exposed and uncomfortable and embarrassed by being on stage. I just feel like for her to mention it ever so slightly in this song minimizes how Becky felt about that situation. And Becky was a fan of her. She loved Colleen, she loved Miranda, and I feel like a simple I'm sorry I made you feel that way.
She didn't talk
goes
to her
a lot
directly.
further than I can't believe the internet is mad that I made a fart joke. It just comes off not she's getting it. But she goes on to say that she knows this video won't change people's minds about her, but she wanted people to know that she didn't have any bad intentions. And I think the whole point of her video is to try and tell people that she didn't have bad intentions when she was doing all the things that look very bad, but the way the video is made, the singing, I feel like no one's even gonna be able to hear her out because they just can't get over that it's so unserious that it's all in a song, and it's a very serious situation to be taken so unseriously. Then she goes on to sing that people can make mistakes and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Oh goodness, you guys. So it was one of the most interesting videos I think I've ever seen, because truly, I don't know who in her home told her that this was the best way. There's also just so much that's confusing about this. She's talking about how she feels like it's important for people to take accountability. It sounds like she feels like she did take accountability and she has changed since 2020. 2020, but then she's saying there's lies and gossip being said about her, but there's so many receipts out there on the internet right now. There's provable ones, videos, so much that it's like, what are the lies? What's the gossip then? Like, let's get into detail about that then, because I feel like people are then going to feel silenced or feel like you're minimizing their situation when maybe you're not. I know people were really mad about her silence, but if this was what we were gonna get, I don't think she was ready to come out and talk about it. I'm gonna say that because this situation that's being talked about regarding her name, it really is so serious. These accusations, these claims, everything that's come out. And if she wasn't going to sit there and film a very serious video talking about the things that have come out, I just don't think that she was ready to talk about it. But I think like she thought at the end of the day, like, that people are gonna be mad at me no matter what I say, and there's people that are not gonna hear me out. But I think that there are people that do want to hear her out, and they do want an apology, and they just want to move forward. A lot of those fans, I think they just want closure and an apology and an explanation. And this was not that.
Here's the thing. I don't know much about her at all. I definitely remember seeing her Miranda character over the years. I never thought she was funny at all. I've always thought she was weird and cringy. But I definitely feel her on what she's saying. Like, the internet is so hell-bent on canceling people. It's so toxic. You can make a mistake and they will demonize you for it. Bring out the pitchforks and, you know, say you deserve life in prison, you're a horrible, vile person, you deserve to die, all this type of wild shit. It's like, whoa, like, it's not justified most of the time, in my personal opinion. And granted, I don't know all of the details of the situation. Like I said, I can only go based on the clips that I saw at the beginning of this video, but I just glanced at Twitter, and apparently people are posting all type of clips of things that she said and done over the years that they have an issue with. So there might be way more to this story that I'm not privy to, but just based on what I've saw, it just seems like people are kind of blowing this out of proportion, to be honest. And yes, her asking that underage boy those questions, that's extremely inappropriate, but she acknowledged that it was, and her explanation makes a lot of sense. She's saying that she was just trying to be like the cool aunt and like connect, you know, with her audience. It's like, yeah, that was wrong, but she acknowledged that it was wrong and that she shouldn't have been doing that. But it's not giving predator. I think that's a reach to call this woman a predator based on that. If there are receipts of her actually asking him to describe the details of his sexual encounters or trying to meet up with him or anything like that, then sure, you can make that claim. But just by her asking that inappropriate question, I don't think you can then jump to predator. You really trying to fuck? Like, what? I think that's a bit of a reach. Should she be called out? Yes. This is inappropriate. Don't do that. The fuck is you doing? That's weird. This is somebody's child. You shouldn't be asking that question. Cool. But to demonize this woman, she deserves death, life in prison. You need to be on the sex offender list. It's just too much. And this is what I talked about recently with that YK Oasis situation. It's like, okay, yes, what he did was wrong, but y'all are doing the fucking most. Like, I think that's way more alarming when people over exaggerate shit and are quick to be like, yeah, let's kill them, they're horrible. Like, it's such a weird mob mentality. It's like, what the fuck is this? This reminds me of that Black Mirror episode with the bees. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Very, very accurate, you know, and how people want to gang up on these celebrities and influencers and try to bring them down and, oh, you deserve death, you evil value. Like, it's too much. It's just too damn much. But granted, I don't know all of the details, but just based on what I've seen and what I just glanced at on Twitter, it's like, yeah, this is definitely inappropriate. Yeah, she shouldn't have done this, but is this grounds for permanent cancellation? Is this grounds to accuse this woman of being a predator? I just think it's a bit much. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!